Hello guys and welcome to another episode of Maximum with Paul. Today I bring you another case by Poetic. It is their Revolution series and this is part 2 in a little mini series that we're doing since we're giving Poetic a shot. We're getting first impressions of them, we're trying to get to know the company, and they have pretty affordable cases at poeticcases.com. Go ahead and check them out. This is not a paid sponsorship. I just wound up being pretty impressed. Actually, this is the second case we're looking at from them today, at least, and I'm happily surprised. Let's take a look at them. Anyway, I'm excited to get into this other case. You guys already know here at Unboxing with Paul, we always check out the packaging, and you guys always know that I complain about packaging, or that that I'm very observant of it, that I'm very critical of it. And I think that Poetic kind of cheaped out on the packaging a little bit, but that's okay because sometimes you have to cut costs. Sometimes you have to trim the budget a little somewhere in order to bring something else to the table. And I like the fact that Poetic chose to cut out the budget for the packaging and instead was able to put that money towards, research and development, towards being able to better their cases and being able to offer you a better product. What I do like is this whole packaging being sent in the little foam sleeves, which I am a fan of because they do prevent scratches, they do prevent bumping around in transit. Let's go ahead and, oh no, did we open up the wrong one? No, we did not. Okay, sorry, got scared for a second. So let's go ahead and open up this one. And it looks like both cases come with that faceplate. So, okay, something, again, that I immediately liked about Poetic was that even though their cases come with a built-in screen protector, a polycarbonate screen protector, they give you the option to not be tied up to that. I have a polycarbonate case. I have a very similar case on that iPhone that we're using to record on, and I'm a huge fan of those. The only drawback to them is that after a while, when debris gets underneath the screen, they get really scratched up. And no matter how well you clean them, it just doesn't look as good or as well as it did on the first day. Or you might just be a tempered glass guy, such as myself. I love tempered glass. I love the feel of it, and I really like having that extra additional layer of protection as opposed to just some flimsy piece of plastic or some flimsy piece of polycarbonate. That being said, let's go ahead and continue taking a look at the rest of our case. We're gonna go ahead and remove this plastic from the front, that clingy plastic. We're gonna go ahead and pop this open from down here. This is how that's how I opened up the last case at least. Looks like this one's giving me a hard time. Or maybe we're just really weak because we haven't worked out in about 3 years. And let's go ahead and get this out. You know what? It was pretty sturdy. The one thing that I kind of didn't take seriously about this company at first is that all throughout their website, everywhere you're gonna see that everything is military protection or military grade protection. Let me tell you something about military protection. If you've ever been in the military, or you have any friends or any family that have ever been in the military, you're gonna know that military grade protection means absolutely jack squat, okay? Go ahead and ask them. Let's continue. As I said earlier today, Poetic does provide you with a polycarbonate front so that you can go ahead and put it on your phone. And here's the case itself. It looks quite bulky. Let's go ahead and pop this in there and see what it actually feels like once we're inside with the case. Oh man, yeah, this is sturdy. So that's a good thing about a new case. You want it to feel tough. You want it to feel, rigid. You want it to be hard to get into, you know, because then what's it going to stop? If it's easy to get into, what's it going to stop from it getting out of it, you know? So let's go ahead. I wonder if keeping the tempered glass on it was a bad idea, or if it's really affecting it that much, or it's really preventing it from getting in here that much. Or maybe I'm just a doofus. Okay, so we got it on there. All right, so, okay. Again, another gripe that I normally have with really, really sturdy cases is that the buttons are impossible to press. That's not the case here, man. Like, I think Poetic did a really good job. They, you know, the volume button down, the volume button up, very easy to press. I don't have to strain. And yet the case feels sturdy. Again, there is some give to the sides to where it's nice. You don't want it to be completely hard. And we have those raised bumps on all four corners so that the phone doesn't bump itself against the majority of the surfaces. As we can see, they still provided a nice cutout for the microphone at the top, nice cutout for another microphone at the bottom, and a nice cutout for the speaker, as well as the auxiliary jack and the USB-C jack being hidden behind flaps. These are going to be great for keeping dust and debris out, especially if you work construction or you work any other sort of heavy job. Those are great for that. Now, Poetic does not mention, or they don't really say what this plastic back is made out of, but I'm gonna guess it's just like some high density polymer that's able to take a lot of abuse. And this case does come with a kickstand. Now, I said earlier today, this is a Revolution style of cases from Poetic, and they normally tend to have two cases for all of their phones. This one does have a kickstand that we can see that nicely locks in place for either completely upright viewing, or you can also have it kicked to the side for side viewing. And it looks like it's really easy to take off the kickstand. All you gotta do is just slide it, and it nicely tucks away. And it's flush, it doesn't stick out at all, so that's nice to have. And again, one more thing that really, really sold me on this, or at least that I really liked about this, was the fact that you're not tied to that polycarbonate front that they provide to you. You can use your own. So let's go ahead and demonstrate that by taking this off. And again, I'm glad that it feels really tough to take out, because I feel like it can take a beating. I feel like it can fall down the stairs and nothing is gonna happen to it. So one more time, let's go ahead and remove the polycarbonate front that comes with the phone, which is, again, it's very nice to have, and it's nice to have options, you know, in case you want to move around, in case in case you change your mind, in case you want to switch it up, you know, whatever the reason may be, it's nice to have options. So now, again, this one doesn't have anything. It doesn't have the plastic front, you know, it's completely pass-through, so that you can go ahead and pop in your own tempered glass, tempered screen protector. Let's go ahead and put this on here, and now let's go ahead and put it on the case. Oh yeah, that was a lot easier to put on this time. I think having the tempered glass underneath kind of stretched that one out, kind of made it a little bit difficult for us to get in there. But now once we're in here, and again, that does look pretty nice. I don't feel like the camera holes are being obstructed in any way, shape, or form. I'm a fan. You know, like I said, you could buy cheaper cases on Amazon. You're gonna find, you can find $8, $9, $10 cases on Amazon, but they're typically not this nice. You know, that's not to say, I'm not saying by any stretch, by any sort of stretch of the imagination, that this is a premium case, you know, because it just isn't to me. You know, let's be honest, you know, let's call it what it is. But you could definitely do much worse for 20 bucks, you know, 30, even $40. Like I said earlier today, this is meant to mimic, or this is meant to go against something like a Quicksilver branded case. You know, we take these two cases are, you know, similar, you know, or at least they kind of they cater to similar markets. Yet this case goes for $24.99, and it's just a simple 2-layered. I mean, ours is 2-layered as well, but it's just, I don't know, like, it just doesn't feel, you know, it feels substantial, it feels sturdy, it feels like I can chuck it to someone, you know, like, it feels like I can, like, you know, like, this confidence inspiring, this, this over here, it feels like, first off, I've used these before, okay? Like, I hate this kickstand. This kickstand, especially, you set this up on your bed one time, it's over with. This is gonna break. I have broken this little kickstand out of this thing so many countless times. I have stopped getting these kinds of cases because it's just so easily broken. You know, like I see so many customers with this back piece missing because they break them all the time, you know? Now, that's not to say that this thing is indestructible. That's not to say that this thing is gonna last you forever. No, okay? I've yet to see the durability of these. I am gonna check these out. I am gonna give you guys an update on these and see, you know, like how they hold up, you know, in day-to-day use, and if they age, if they scuff up, you know, and I'm sure they will, but I want to see just how badly or how well they do to compare something like this, you know. But just right away, it feels more substantial. It feels a lot sturdier, and it's $5 cheaper. And it just, I don't know, it's more confidence inspired than the other one, you know. But it's not fair. Let's go ahead and, you know, pop it in there. You know, we'll give it a fair try. You know, we can't just be all one-sided and say this thing's amazing, right? But let's go ahead and check this other one out. And pop our phone in here and see if maybe once it's in there, we get a different feeling, right? I mean, no. I mean, I'm sure this is a fine case. I know this is not a bad case. You know, it's just after feeling that, it's like you kind of don't want to go back. It just doesn't feel the same. It has a slightly nicer feel to it to the hand, but other than that, I think I found a new brand that I did not expect to like. Props, Poetic. I'm impressed. Like I said, this is one of 2 styles of cases that you can find on the website. This is a Revolution style case, and then this one comes in 3 colors: blue, black, and pink at $20.95, so you do pay $2 extra for color. So I'm very curious to see how this case holds up. I expect the world out of it after their website hyping it up so much, but we will definitely see. You know, time will tell if it's just all talk or if maybe we have a revolutionary company in our hands that, you know, is really out here trying to make a difference, offering really well-made products for not a lot of money. Are there topics you'd like for me to talk about? Other items you'd like for me to cover? Go ahead and let me know in the comments. And as always, thanks for watching.